When you're putting all of your effort into your entree, you don't really think about side dishes too much, and you don't want to take a lot of time making your sides. Today, we are making 5 side dishes that take 15 minutes or less. Some of them lean a little more traditional, but we've got several in there that are just gonna blow your socks off. They are so good, they're so unique, and it's just a little bit different than what you're used to. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. A big thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring a portion of today's video. I will tell you a little more about them later. The first side dish that we're making in 15 minutes or less are sweet carrots. Now, I've done them lots of different ways in the past, but I've never done them in 15 minutes or less, so let's do it. To get started, I've got my pot here. I'm gonna put about 1 inch of water in the bottom, and I've got a steamer pot to put on top of it, a steamer basket. Okay, I've got my water in here. I'm gonna put my lid on, and I'm gonna take this over to the stove and get this to come up to a boil. We are using baby carrots, so I don't have to do any chopping there, but I do need to chop up some chives really quickly. This is just gonna go on the top. We don't need much, just a teaspoon or 2. That's it. I'm also just gonna go ahead and measure out our other ingredients just so they're ready to toss in with the carrots in a minute. We need brown sugar, 2 teaspoons, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. We need just a teaspoon of butter, and yes, I said teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Lastly, just a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. That I think is pretty interesting, adding that in there. Oops, we did a little more than a teaspoon. Okay. Now that our water has come up to a boil, I'm gonna add in our baby carrots. I've just got about 1.5 cups of baby carrots. We're just gonna let those steam for about 5 to 8 minutes. It's not gonna take long at all. Our carrots are done, so let's pour them into this bowl, and to that let's add our teaspoon of butter, our white wine vinegar teaspoon, our 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and our 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Butter is already melting really quickly, which is exactly what we want. And then at the end we're just going to sprinkle it with the chives, and that's it. That is so simple. Our next side dish is garlic Parmesan asparagus, but we're doing it a little bit differently. Normally I roast asparagus either in the air fryer or in the oven. And today we're going to boil them on the stove. Don't think I've quite ever done it that way, but we're not gonna boil them for very long. And then we're gonna add lots of good stuff to it. I'm only doing about half of this recipe because I'm making 5 side dishes today, and that's kind of our meal. So I don't need full portions of everything. So I'm going to trim up about 1/2 pound. The regular recipe, or the original recipe, calls for 1 pound of asparagus trimmed. And that's all the chopping we gotta do for this one. I've got this, we've got some garlic. You need just about a clove of garlic. If you're doing the full recipe, you'll need 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using 1, and then we'll just need some grated Parmesan. I thought I had fresh Parmesan on hand. I don't, but we've got this, so it'll work. One thing the recipe doesn't call for, but I really love on asparagus, is a little bit of lemon juice at the end, so we'll do that too. For our asparagus, I need to put about 1/2 inch of water in this large skillet, and we're gonna bring that up to a boil. So I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna pop the lid on there. Our water very quickly came up to a boil. Let's add in our asparagus and our garlic. That's going in as well. We're gonna cover this and let this boil for about 3 to 5 minutes. While that is boiling, we just need to take our butter and melt that really quickly. That is done. You can drain it, or you can do like I'm gonna do and just grab some tongs and take them out and put them in your dish. Let's pour our butter over top and our Parmesan cheese. And then just a little bit of lemon juice, the tiniest little bit. Okay, that's done. That's all we need for right now. But obviously, you would have a lot more than this. A big thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Thrive Market has been my go-to for organic products for several years now. And when we have to be careful and look at ingredients and things on products in the grocery store, I can shop on Thrive Market online with peace of mind because they have banned over 1,000 different ingredients from any of their products. So if you aren't familiar, Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. It's not a subscription in that you're gonna get the same box at the same time each month. Basically, just think about going to the grocery store, but online, and getting really great prices on the best quality organic products. So what I do each month is I just open up the app on my phone and I just add products as we're running out of them. And then once my order reaches $49, I know that my order is gonna ship for free. Stephen's favorite, my favorite. I get so many things that we just always keep in our pantry from Thrive Market, but then I like to find fun new things too. This isn't new, but I don't get this every single time. Justin's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. If you're just wanting something sweet, one of these. It's so great. But something else I don't know that I've ever told you is how much care they put in packaging your products. So products that might be a little fragile or easy to spill or puncture are really wrapped up well, and all of this is recyclable. Case in point, my poppies. Y'all know I'm addicted to poppy. I mentioned that it's membership based. You can join for a whole year like we do, and basically it comes out to $5 a month. You just pay annually at $59.95, or you can join month to month and it's $12 a month. But I just looked at my account. I've saved almost $2,000 in the lifetime of my membership. And on this order alone, I saved over $100. There is a lot of talk right now about food dyes, in particular red food dye. And you know what? Food dyes are not allowed at Thrive Market. This is something new to me that we have not tried. It's the Spanish style rice pilaf. I'm excited to give this a shot. So if you want to check out Thrive Market, do yourself a favor. Sign up, become a member, and when you use my link below, it's just thrivemarket.com/mandyinthemaking. You're gonna save 30% on your first order, plus you're gonna get a free gift worth up to $60, and those free gifts are so good. I can't recommend them enough. Really, I just have peace of mind shopping from Thrive Market, and it's nice too that I don't have to go to a grocery store, you know? So go check them out, save some money, and then let me know what products you find and love from Thrive Market.
What's in there?
Carrots. Come over here. I'm gonna bring it to you.
All right.
You love that term, don't you?
I do.
You trimmed your beard.
I did.
It's a good day.
Just for you.
I asked him to.
What we got here? Some carrots.
Some sweet carrots, but I have an ingredient I did not expect.
Okay.
So let me toss them one more time. Grab you a carrot.
All right.
Tinkle.
Good. Really good. Got a little hint of something on there.
Especially if you grab one from the bottom. Grab one from the very bottom where everything, all the juices are. So they got brown sugar in them.
Oh, that's really good.
What is it? What do you think it is?
It's got some citrus in there or something.
It's got vinegar in there.
Vinegar. Okay. Well.
White wine vinegar.
Oh.
Don't eat all of them. I need to get a picture, please. Hold on.
Good.
Let's move on.
Sweet. A little bit of pop from the
with
vinegar.
a little tart. Yep.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
I love how the texture of them too. They're not mushy.
No, that took like 10 minutes.
That's really good.
Good stuff.
Very good.
Now these asparagus.
Asparagus.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. You're doing a right fine job. Let's look here. We're going to get some of this stuff on there too.
Tink. Isn't that good?
Oh yeah. Parmesan cheese on there.
I put just a tad bit of lemon
Yes.
squeezed over top.
Just to get a little bit of that, not too much. Mainly that Parmesan cheese.
And the butter.
And there's butter on there too, yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to like this. I boiled these. Usually we
good.
roast them.
Really?
But boiling is a whole lot faster.
I like that.
It's very good.
I actually like that a lot. I actually like the texture of that a lot better than the other.
Okay. We'll leave it be because I need it for a picture. So don't keep eating.
Okay.
We've got 3 more side dishes coming, so don't worry.
Tear them up.
Our third 15-minute side is called Festive Corn and Broccoli. We're just using some frozen broccoli and some Mexican-style corn in the can, adding just a few other ingredients, sauteing it. It takes no time at all. Okay, for this one, we've got our skillet heated to about medium heat. You need a 16-ounce bag of frozen broccoli, mostly thawed or thawed. Mine's mostly thawed. We're gonna go with it. This is the chopped broccoli. You don't want large pieces. We're also gonna add in our Mexican-style corn. It calls for a 7-ounce can drained. This is an 11-ounce can, so I'm not gonna use quite the whole thing. And then the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of butter that you wanna add in. I'm not quite doing 1/4 cup. We're just going to saute this until all the butter is melted and kind of coated on everything. Our butter has melted and I've done a pretty good job of coating everything. Now let's just add some seasonings. I've already pre-measured these out. I've got a teaspoon of dried basil, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we're also gonna sprinkle in some black pepper. And we're just gonna let these saute here in this pan over medium heat for about 8 minutes. It's not gonna take long at all. And then this side dish is done. Okay, this is done. I did stir it about halfway through, but it smells really good, and you can't get much easier than that one. So let's do a little taste test. You ready for another taste test? I told you it wasn't gonna be long. You ready?
Looks like a party over there. That looks like a party. Look at that. That
Isn't
looks
it
real
cute?
good. It is cute.
All right, there's your fork.
But not as cute as you.
Oh.
All right, here we go. It's steamed up.
Be careful.
Okay, you ready? You okay?
I'm good. I'm waiting to tink.
Did you get a little tore up there?
No, I was just laughing at you. Tink.
Man.
Oh, that's good.
Boy, man. That ain't ever been bland, ever. Never, ever. Spicy. It's got a little something in there. Is that pesto?
No.
What is that?
It's just broccoli.
And herbs and stuff?
No, yeah, there's some dried basil in there, but look.
My goodness.
Green and red peppers are in there with it.
Man, that's really good.
It's
But
delicious.
it's definitely got like an herby flavor in
Well, it's
there,
got
too.
dried basil in there.
Yeah, definitely get that. It's really good.
I would never have thought to add dried basil to a Mexican corn.
Wow.
That works.
Man, yeah.
That'll be a really good side.
Maybe sprinkle a little bit of...
A little bit of what?
We'll put a little bit of this lemon.
A little ha-ha.
Uh-oh.
Okay, put it on the dish, not on me.
Better get back. A little bit of lemon juice on there.
Oh, gosh. That means it's good. If he starts looking around like that, it means it's good.
Man, what you talking about?
Lemon or lime squeezed over this?
Wow.
That's good.
Yes, ma'am. Well, there's a whole pot of that over there.
There is a whole pot. We've lost him, y'all. We've lost him. All right. We've got 2 more to go. I was going to introduce our next.
Go ahead, I'm just eating.
Our next dish is a 15-minute or less rice, which means you need some instant rice for this because rice takes a little while to cook, but not if you have minute rice. We're going to have salsa rice. Okay, in this saucepan over medium-high heat, we're going to add in 1.5 cups of water, and it ended up being this whole jar, but 1.5 cups of chunky salsa. We're going to bring that up to a boil. And while we wait on that to come up to a boil, which shouldn't take long, I'm going to shred some Monterey Jack cheese. We need about 1 cup to 1.5 cups for this recipe. It already sounds like it's coming up to a boil over there. That took no time at all. Of course, that eye is pretty hot because I've had stuff going on it for the last little bit. So now that our salsa and water has come up to a boil, we're going to add in 2 cups of our minute rice. And you need to just take it off of the eye, take it off of the heat. Add in your minute rice, 2 cups. Cover it, and we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. That's how long it takes for the minute rice to cook. After 5 minutes, you just remove the lid, and then you're going to add your 1.5 cups of Monterey Jack cheese. Just stir that in really well, and then put the lid back on it. Let it sit for another 30 seconds to a minute, and then it will be all cheesy and delicious and time to eat. We got some salsa rice to try.
That's good, too.
I mean, that was quick. Like 6 or 7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Oh, it's very cheesy.
I see some cheese in there. You're good. Tink.
Tink.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. That's really good.
I love that.
That is very tasty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, got some spice in there, too.
This would be good to go along with taco night.
Oh, man.
Am I good?
Yeah. Wow. That is
Cheesy,
really good.
salsa.
Yeah, cheese, a lot of flavor, though, in there. It's very, very good. Love the cheese in there. Some pepper. It's definitely got a lot of, I don't know what flavors in there that
It's
you
literally
got.
just water and salsa
That's amazing.
and rice and cheese. That's it. No seasonings.
That is really good, sweetheart.
It is good.
Great job.
Okay, we got one more. And I don't know if I've saved the best for last, but the one I'm most excited about, I have saved for last. So our next one is spicy refried beans, done in just a few minutes. Let's do it. Okay, for this spicy refried beans, we need a small onion diced. Hey, and then you also need a jalapeno. We had this on our indoor garden. This is a Goliath pepper, which is a version of a jalapeno, basically. It's a hybrid of it. So we're just gonna use this. I've never tried this particular one, so I'm kind of excited. Been waiting for this one to get large enough for me to take it off of there. Kind of reminds me of a bell pepper, but it's supposed to have some heat to it. So we're gonna take the core out, and then I'm going to just chop this up really quickly. And you know what? I feel like we only need to use half of it. I'm gonna save half of this so that we can use it later this week. But yeah, we're just gonna use this because I feel like this is the amount of a jalapeno would be. So I think we're good there. That's all the chopping we need to do. Let's go over to the stove. So we've got this skillet heating to about medium high. We're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. You could do vegetable if you want to. That's what the recipe calls for, but we just use olive oil. And to our olive oil, we're gonna add in our jalapeno, or our Goliath pepper in my case, and our small onion. We're just gonna let this saute for 2 to 3 minutes just to get it soft. Okay, these are nice and soft. Let's add in our can of refried beans. We need a couple of tablespoons of water. We're also gonna add in some hot sauce. I'm using Cholula, just about a teaspoon of the hot sauce. You know what else I forgot to add in? It's our garlic. That was supposed to saute there at the end and I totally forgot. But we're gonna make it okay, right? Welcome to Cooking with Mandy. Okay, now let's add in some seasonings. I've got about a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, also a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Okay, I turned our heat down as well. We're about at medium low. We're just gonna let this heat through, which is just gonna take a minute. It's already steaming, quite honestly. And then we're just gonna transfer this to a bowl and top it with some Monterey Jack cheese. I've got about a 1/2 cup of Monterey Jack cheese. It's gonna go on top. I said, last one. He said, that was quick. Honey, there's a counter there. Did it jump out there and get you?
No, I ran into it like a linebacker.
We've got
Something
spicy
smelling good. Ooh,
refried beans.
that does look good.
Thanks.
Man, that looks good.
This smells so good. It's got some good stuff in it. You're gonna love it.
That's burning my hand.
Okay, let's
Yes.
get a bowl cozy. How about it? No longer burning your hand.
Nope. Oh, I can tell this is going to be good. Get some cheese on mine.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit jealous of your cheese.
You got food envy.
I got food envy.
Oh, don't steal my cheese. Tink. Where was the tink?
It changed its mind.
Tink.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That is so
Did
good.
you put some Mexican type seasonings in here, like taco seasonings?
Cumin, chili powder,
Yes, I got
cayenne
that.
pepper,
And I got the jalapeno as well.
Cholula.
Got Cholula? Man, that's good.
Wow, talk about leveling up your
Yeah, for real.
refried beans. It's not overly spicy. Even with that Goliath pepper, the Cholula and all that, it's medium
wow.
spice. It's not super spicy, just so you know.
This is how we should have been doing the refried beans all along.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to just eat them right from the can. You got to put some stuff in there.
Usually if I eat it from the can, I heat it and I mix sour cream in with it and then I put cheese on top of it and that makes it better. But we've been missing out.
That is really good.
Okay, here's the
Very hard.
unfun part. We're going to rate them.
That is going to be hard. Man, that's hard. Gosh, I would say that my top one was the broccoli corn.
Really?
I love that. It's just so good.
I think my top one is this.
Yeah, and I would put this one at number 2, and then I would put the rice at number 3,
Okay.
and then the asparagus, and then the carrots.
And then the carrots. Okay. Well, the asparagus and carrots, there's nothing standoutish about those. I mean, they're great.
The asparagus, I thought,
They were great.
really good.
But they're not anything different than what we normally do. I may have just prepared it a little bit differently, but
They all have their...
these just stand out more. These last few that we've made, there's just something special about them. So that's that.
That's that.
I spent about 2 hours here in the kitchen preparing 5 different sides that each took 15 minutes or less. The only reason why it took me a couple of hours is because I'm filming. It just takes a little bit longer when you're filming. All of these would be really easy to make when you're spending your time worried about the entree.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a lot of time for the sides, but any of these would be a great option.
Yeah, you did really good.
Thanks.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you.
So tell me below, which one do you plan to try first? Do you make a version of any of these already? Also, don't forget to go check out Thrive Market. You can just go to thrivemarket.com/mandyinthemaking. And when you join today, you're going to save 30% on your first order, plus you're going to get a free gift worth up to $60. You're going to love Thrive Market. Totally recommend it. Thank y'all for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.